has those rights. I look forward to hearing back from you soon. Then I followed that up by sending my contract, and I offered to send them my Logic Pro session files so that they can know I'm all the way legit. I also followed that up by filing a copyright dispute on YouTube, the most detailed copyright dispute that I ever had to file. All right. Well.
All right.
Well, welcome back to Hindsight 2020. And today, I'm mad as fuck. But before I talk to you about why I'm mad as fuck, remember that you got to look at your year, your month, your week, and your day. But you never
regret it.
Nah. Even when you're pissed.
Angry. Yeah. You can't regret that shit.
Can't regret that shit. Ask me why I'm angry, Savv, and I'll break it down.
Dude, why are you so angry?
So today, on top of already being angry for something, I got even madder, and I'm gonna give some even more mad, and I'm gonna give some context. So I have a song called "Cold One" that's out right now. Go stream that shit.
Yeah,
and I have a video that dropped last Friday. It actually drops tomorrow, but we're recording it the day before it drops, and this will drop 6 days after the video drops. And so I posted the audio on YouTube. The audio is fine. I have the non-exclusive lease of the beat for 10 years, maximum 10,000 units sold, whatever, 100,000 units, whatever the fuck I have. I have a contract for this instrumental because I paid for it out of pocket and made sure to do it the right way. And as I'm going to upload my video for Premiere, like on Tuesday, the video uploads and I see the words copyright claim in restrictions. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. The producer that sold me this beat never sold the exclusive rights. In fact, I tried to buy those exclusive rights and he never sold them to me because he wanted this to stay up. So I did a little research. Before I even clicked on the copyright claim, I went and I looked at this producer's channel, and of course the beat is still up, still for free nonprofit use with a tagged instrumental and available for purchase as a lease. And I was like, that's weird. Okay, maybe YouTube sees that I'm using his beat, and I don't know, there must be some sort of misunderstanding. So then I went into the copyright claim, and I see these two words that I've never seen before. I saw the word Harley, and I saw the word Hitchem. Two words I'd never seen before.
Is Hitchem that's the artist, right?
I think Hitchem is the artist, and Harley's the name of the song. And I was like, no fucking way. So I look it up in YouTube, and I find this video of this French dude with a leather jacket on a Harley motorcycle bike rapping in French to the beat that I use for my song, which I have a contract for. Like I said, I still have the contract. I have Logic sessions that prove I've been working on this song since October of 2018 when I bought the beat, way, way before this fool dropped his video. And his video was dropped in 2019. Song was actually pretty sick. I listened to a lot of foreign music, so I I was listening to a song. I was like, this dude's got a dope flow. From an unbiased perspective, the song's pretty cool.
Not like yours though. That shit is not anything.
Thank you.
That ain't a cold one though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Anyway, like it doesn't matter anyway.
Anyway, I dropped down into his comment section. I let him know, hey bro, dope song, but just so you know, the exclusive rights to this beat were never sold, and you copyrighted that shit. So I need you to take your copyright down immediately. And then I didn't see any response on his YouTube channel. So, and there were only 6 comments on the video. It wasn't a very popular video. It got a lot of views, but there wasn't a lot of engagement. So I looked and I went to the producer's email and let him know, hey, there's a wrongful copyright claim on your song. This fool was pretty non-responsive as well. So then I went down to the YouTube description again, and I found this dude's management contact, Hitchem Management, whatever, and I sent him a real detailed. You know what? For the fans of Hindsight, you're gonna hear me get passionate today, bro. This is some real passion. This is some real passionate shit, bro.
This is personal, bro.
Fuck, this is so personal. I've worked so long on this song. This bothers me. I said, hello, management of Hitchem. My name is Matt Elliott, and I'm an artist that goes by the name of Yoga Matt Ya. I will keep this short. In 2018, I purchased a $200 Wave trackout lease for TK's Galaxy beat. I have a contract to prove it. The exclusive rights to this instrumental were never sold to anyone, as the instrumental is still available for purchase on his channel at this time, 2 years later in 2020. I see that you have filed a copyright claim to your song that your artist has made over that beat. However, without exclusive rights to this instrumental, you were not allowed to do this shit. I didn't say shit, but other people have contracts that allow them to profit off of the use of this instrumental as well. Please remove your copyright claim to this song immediately, as the rights are not yours to own. Only TK, the producer, has those rights. I look forward to hearing back from you soon. Then I followed that up by sending my contract, and I offered to send them my Logic Pro session files so that they can know I'm all the way legit. I also followed that up by filing a copyright dispute on YouTube, the most detailed copyright dispute that I've ever had to file, because I do reaction videos, so I have to file them constantly because reaction videos.
You just got a couple flagged too, or some of your most popular ones too. We in the game now, baby.
We in the game. But anyway, drop down. Go look up Harley Hitchem on YouTube and drop down in the comment section. Give him some engagement so his management pays attention and removes the copyright claim. And I was telling Kenny about this on our drive over here to do the podcast, and then we went and I showed him the video. And I noticed something that I didn't notice before when I was doing my initial research into this dude. He didn't even buy the beat. He has a tagged version, a non-profit version of the beat.
Yeah, because I asked you who the producer, or who TK was.
Exactly.
His producer tag came out.
I don't have a tagged version of the beat. I have a Wave track out. I have all the stems to the beat. I have everything to the beat. And this motherfucker copyrighted his song with a tagged non-profit.
See, that's
version.
what I'm tripping out on. Like, how do you so how do you copyright something? You get it.
It's a government thing.
You go get it. Like, you basically you just file the paperwork.
You file a government.
So the government doesn't check up to see what you're copyrighting. You can just copyright anything.
I mean, you can copyright whatever you want until someone disputes it.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
All I know is I'm about to go Karen on all these motherfuckers, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'll call the producer up, because he responded to me, but he didn't respond to me on some, bro, I'm gonna go to bat for you type shit. Let's fucking get this guy type shit. Nah. He just was like, please dispute this on YouTube. Happens all the time. Happens automatically.
So wait, so he wasn't even getting money for that, huh?
He's getting money from leasing the song, but no, he's gonna fucking lose money to this full copywriting the fucking song, because anyone that's posting their song over this instrumental now is gonna get flagged.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
For a fucking I'm so mad, bro.
That's why I was tripping out. I was like, wait, what? And then he the funny part is that he doesn't care that, or he's not that engaged in it. He didn't
engage. It's almost like, but see, now it makes more sense though, because maybe he did look at the song and he heard the tag in the beat and was like, oh, this probably happens all the time, because someone posting a song that they bought if you take the time to buy a beat and read the contract, you're not going to do something that goes against the contract unless you want a business professional like someone selling beats to fucking sue you. So it makes total sense now that someone will fucking download the beat, not give a fuck. The person's probably not in the same country, probably not, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to swoop this fucking beat.
That's the dangers of the YouTube beat world. That's what you get from. I mean, that's what happens. That's not like what you get from that, but that's what happens when fucking you find something sick on the web that's says free or whatever, quote unquote. You risk somebody else finding the exact same thing and I guess copywriting it. Like you said, you can copyright anything. So I have beats right now that I have early, songs with beats on YouTube that I'm like, damn. Now I'm worried about that shit. Fuck.
Well, this happened to me on a different level. It was way worse when it happened last year. Or 2 years ago, because remember I fucking found the instrumental for Freedom Set Free, and then I got all those people on the song, and then I go to buy the beat and someone had it sold to them.
Nah. Okay, so did you plan already to have bought the beat?
I had planned to buy the beat. I hadn't checked up on it in a while because it was it was one of those free. Mm-hmm. It was like a free something type beat, or you know what? It
with
might not,
no views and shit
it might
like
not.
that.
It had 1,000 or something.
Yeah.
And it might not have even been a free type beat, but I just remember I'm gonna make this song and I'm gonna go back and buy this beat because I haven't, because no one's bought it yet. But in hindsight, if I was planning to do that much, because I got Nat Z on the song, I got Billy No Jokes on the song,
everyone from
I got
North County,
Kiyoshi, I got fucking Aaron Undefined, I got Vade, I got Amon. I got fucking Yoga Kyle and Yoga Danielle on that shit too. And looking back, it was stupid not to have bought the beat prior to getting them on the song. But,
so what happened with that?
I just posted it on for nonprofit use, and probably that's illegal because someone else has the rights. That's probably illegal. I could probably get in trouble for that. But I didn't claim it, and I'm not monetizing it. I didn't copyright it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. I actually have a disclaimer in the SoundCloud and YouTube version saying, you know what, I worked on the song for a really long time. When I went to go buy the beat, it was already sold. I'm sorry for being a jackass for posting it anyway, but hey, I don't own the rights to this. You know what I mean? At least I'm keeping it as real as possible. But
your shit isn't that video isn't copyrighted though. So
what, Cold One?
No. Fucking Freedom Set Free.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't filed a government copyright to that. No. Or
I
haven't sound scanned it in and like gotten a copyright for the sound of like everything going on in that song. So I don't know, bro. I know that I'm going to prevail. I know when in the midst of like the blow up, which is what is beginning, we're hitting like in a logarithm. When you've been putting in work for a really long time and the ramp, you're like you're approaching like the transition before you hit the vert. Like it goes slow, so it's like boom, and I'm probably like right at like the first. It's rising, like if it's like the MLK Bowl, bro, I'm in the first couple feet of the transition. I'm in the first couple feet of the transition.
Like, but it's only up from there.
Exactly, but motherfuckers really trying to knock me down right now, bro.
It's part of the hustle, dog. Like, you know, that's just like literally like it can't be easy. You know, like there's no straight easy path. Like everything is gonna be in your way until you're like, okay, I get it. You know, like you're really gonna be you're gonna be YouTube savvy as fuck. You know, after like a couple years from now, like everything's just gonna come to you so easily. You're gonna be like, I can't get disputed for this type of shit. You know, like it's just gonna be like, man.
I'm gonna learn my rights.
Leaving you alone.
I'm gonna learn my rights. And you know what? If I get one of those bullshit YouTube automatically generated emails saying copyright owner has disputed your copyright dispute, if you would like to resubmit for approval or some shit, just know you'll get a copyright strike because the owner of this content has claimed that you don't own this. Oh, I'm calling someone. I'm calling someone at YouTube. Fuck resubmitting my copyright dispute. I'm going to call. I'm going to talk to someone upper in management. I'm going to show them proof that I have a motherfucking legally binding contract, Logic Pro sessions from before this fool put his video out, and I'm going to point out the fact that there's a tag in his fucking beat in the song. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck those French-ass motherfuckers thinking they could take my shit, bro. You know Yoga Matt, bro. This is out of character for me, bro. But like, you don't fuck with my fucking 2 years of work.
That's that passion right there, bro.
God damn. All right. What's going on with you today, bro?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm really intrigued about like this whole, you know. See, so that's like that all just ties into just like how I feel about. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. I can't hear myself. So, it just ties into like how I feel about just how life is going and shit. You know, it's like what you're talking about. You're on your way up, but there's just so many things that are gonna like just you're gonna find roadblocks, or not even roadblocks, you know, just like little things, nuances, and everything that's just gonna be like, God damn, like, and I think those are just like little reminders that you're doing well, you know, like you said, like, you know, like that you're on the fucking map, bro. That's what I'm saying, you know,
straight up.
Like people are like, you know, like they're watching you, like, you know, like you're making that much of an impact that like they think that you can get, you know, like like some of their money's going to you, you know, or like whatever, any traffic or anything like that. So that's just very, very interesting, man. I'm proud of you for that. That's sick, dude.
On some petty shit, bro. Guess what I did?
What?
In the description of the Cold One music video at the very bottom, I put some information about that shit in the bottom, letting them know that someone else has copyrighted my song that I don't own the exclusive rights for, so I can't copyright my song. Because someone else has wave trackouts to the beat too that's gonna, you know, profit off of their lease too, and that's fair. That's only fair. That's what we paid for. But I let them know that someone else had copyrighted it that didn't even. Well, I didn't know at the time that he didn't have a contract, so I just put that he unlawfully copyrighted it, knowing that someone else has.
You never know. You could have a contract, but you just abuse them. You know, like just.
You accidentally use the MP3 or something.
Not even. Yeah, I mean, like just don't. You know, some people don't care, and people want like. Make the song real quick and then buy the contract later and don't like go replace the track outs or anything like that, you know.
I feel you. That is a possibility too. But I put
not trying to defend the fool in any way, but like you know, like he could have a contract, but
I put his name in quotations in the description, or I put the song title and his artist name, and guess who pops up when you type in Harley Hitchem like 4th or 5th down?
You?
Yeah, the premiere for Cold One pops up when you type in Harley Hitchem. So check me out, motherfucker.
So anytime someone looks him up, they might find you possibly.
They're gonna find me now, and until I get my copyright back, or until TK gets his copyright rights back, and you unclaim the song, and we get our money the right way. You could get money from the song without doing that, so you already know. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to steal it.
Nah, you're good. Yeah, you're passionate, bro. See, that's the fire.
That's how I feel.
I got that cover art. You saw that? The Saturn sketch?
Did you post that on fucking Instagram?
Yeah.
I haven't been on Instagram like that.
Yeah. I posted it in the group chat too.
I only went on the group chat today just to look at what Jesse was saying.
But that was what, you know.
So you only put in the business one?
Yeah. Or I don't know where I posted it, but it
was it haha
on my
official?
story. Just go on my story.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I think that so Understand's gonna drop now, and then that's actually my profile picture too.
That looks dope.
And then
Know Thyself. Damn, we have 158 mutual subscribers.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
I
did look at it earlier. Yeah. I like that, bro. You got the star tetrahedron in 3D.
And then the Saturn.
What's the patch on the...
I think it's the sun. I don't know. I let him have like a little bit of creative control.
Did it?
Yeah. I didn't really even tell him an idea. I told him listen to the song and then get an idea of like what
Did you put a vagina like right on the...
It's a snake. It's a snake's mouth, but I mean...
Kind of looks like a clitoris.
Yeah, I mean, so does a snake's mouth when it's open, you know?
It's crazy how much flowers of life.
Yeah, exactly. So, just hyped on that, and then chilled with my girlfriend. Now we're here. We're here with the passion.
Sing the chorus of Understand Much just so people can get a taste.
Sing the chorus. I don't understand much, but what I do know, I'm willing to share. Vibes, I don't fuck with bad ones. So if you got them, keep that over there. Keep that over there. If it ain't about a check, if it ain't innovation, if it ain't about success, shit, I don't understand much. But it's not like anyone cares.
That's some shit right there. Some deep emotional shit right there. I fuck with that. That's gonna be dope. I can't wait for everyone else. I can't wait for everyone else to hear it.
And like the longevity of the song, you know. So like he took a little bit longer than I would like, you know, for the cover art. But I'm not even tripping because like I'm not tripping on when I drop in, like, you know, like how I want it to be. I want it to come out though, like with a lot of impact. So if it takes a month from now, if it takes a year, you know, if it, like I don't want it to take a year from now, like you know, but you know how it is. Like you've been sitting on cold ones for like a year and a half or something, you know. So yeah,
sitting on it for a long time.
So I'm saying, yeah, so. I know the impact of that song and like how much I like it, you know. So I can sit here a year from now and still like the song, you know, as much as I did a year ago. So
that's the crazy part. It's like really only in how much you fuck with something that other people fuck with it. It's like how much you fuck with it and how long you fuck with it for.
Exactly,
that determines whether or not your music's going to be heard and appreciated by a lot of people.
That's what me and Distorted were talking about too, because for the Crystals, like that's a long-term project too. Like he said we're gonna film it throughout this year, and like it's not even gonna be ready till like probably next year, you know. And like we're gonna.
I like that song too.
Yeah, so it's just cool that like we're thinking like long-term, you know, because this whole short-term thing doesn't really play out, you know, the way you want to. You have to think long-term for anything that you want to, you know, achieve. So
straight up.
And that's something you learn the hard way, or you learn from somebody and you don't really, you know, because people have told you this your whole life, you know, like, I mean, I don't know, you know, you don't know who people have in their life, but like, I know that I've had role models in my life that tell you to like plan things out, and, you know, and there's like, obviously, like, teachers and stuff tell you to go to college, or like, you know, like the path is to go to college, but that's a long-term planning out, you know, and like that is that's the goal. Like, so you either learn it early or you learn it late. So,
and speaking of that is a good option for a lot of people that don't know what they're going to be doing. And it sucks though, because it's like, what a shitty way to figure out what you want to do by like getting in so much debt. You know what I mean? Like that's the best society can offer. We can't like throw motherfuckers some like, I don't know, some safeties and let them walk the bases and like get them enrolled in like a trade school or like something else.
But there are those options.
There are those options, but they're not pushed.
Yeah, they're not. They're definitely not pushed.
It's not something that's pushed to take a gap year and explore and figure out who you are, or work at a job. It's not pushed to do that. It's like try to get a part-time because you really need to be focusing full-time on school. And if you work too many hours, you're not going to be able to focus on school. Like, that's the conference I went to when they were like warming me up for Miracosta College. They were discouraging full-time work and encouraging full-time school. And I'm an 18-year-old kid sitting there like, I like audio engineering, but I don't even really want to go to school for this shit. Like, exactly. I guess I will.
Exactly,
for
bro.
a year.
But yeah, long-term planning is definitely like, you know, is definitely part of the achieving mindset. So like, it's just you either learn it early, you learn it in a process of long-term, long-term effect. So everything's crazy, bro. Pop Smoke.
Oh shit.
That's fucking sad, man.
My
Rest in peace.
Coco.
We just did that.
Woo back then.
We literally just did a fucking
Let me see
podcast.
Okay. That was my favorite shit for like a couple weeks. That was my introduction to Pop Smoke.
That's what I'm saying.
We
just all got introduced to that full. I mean,
the West Coast did. The West Coast, I think.
How long has he been out?
He's been out, but like he's popular in New York.
But like, how long? Like, you know, I'm talking about like in the grand scheme of things. How long has?
I have his first mixtape actually downloaded onto my phone. I could tell you right now when his debut project came out. So the benefit. His first shit dropped in 2019.
Debut album 2019. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
he's brand fucking new. And he was already working with the likes of Young Thug,
Travis,
Migos, Travis, Wayno from Everyday Struggle said that he brushed shoulders with him because his managers were like personal friends to Wayno. Like he knew everyone in the industry. Like he was on his way to doing something.
Just dropped a V-Lone collab. That's crazy. To me, that's fucking crazy as fuck.
Much respect for that guy, even though I didn't really like know too much of his shit. I had downloaded his mixtape and I like listened to it one time through at the gym, and I was like, I can't wait to dig more into this because he has such a unique voice. He has a unique style.
And we just did that fucking Cactus Jack,
Jack
Boys, yeah. That's just crazy to me, bro. Rest in peace. Condolences, yeah. Even though we don't know him like that, but condolences.
What a way to go out too. You're like in the crib at 4 a.m. sleeping. Someone breaks into your shit, or like maybe they weren't sleeping, but it was at 4 a.m. and they're thinking like this could be completely false, but this is what I've heard so far. Did you
see how they got his address or whatever, or like the whole thing behind it? Like he posted earlier in his like on his story like him buying probably like Gucci bags or something like that, but on one of the bags it had his address. Dude, so crazy,
take
bro.
Notes, people, when you're posting on fucking social media and you got mad eyes on you, bro. But like, how the fuck wasn't he in the Hidden Hills or some shit? Or he was in the Hollywood Hills? Something,
but it doesn't. If they got your address, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Bro,
I mean, the gated community.
In Drake's neighborhood, like the Hidden Hills. I don't know if they were in the Hidden Hills, but even the Hollywood Hills, like
it was Beverly for sure.
That's not easy access. You know what I mean?
And, you don't know though. Like.
Well, I'm also not in the mindset of I'm about to do whatever it takes to fucking run up in this house and do what I need to do. Like I also don't have that mindset. Like if there's a gate there, I'm not fucking going past it. You know what I mean?
These fools, that gate's just a gate. Like,
yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I feel that.
But like I was saying, 4 a.m. in your crib, and like there are other people in the crib that didn't even get shot at.
Yeah, so we're going straight for
straight for that
for sure.
That shit's fucking crazy. It would be crazy if we figured out who did it, because we figured out who did it to X real fast. Like they found the 3 kids that did it, and Nipsey. Well, I don't know if I believe the people or the person that did it for Nipsey.
You think you believe the ones for X though? It's like the same amount of like I don't know, like conspiracy.
They actually had footage of those fools at that bike shop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but if my memory is correct, I remember there being footage of the fools that got caught for the X shit at that bike shop that he was at, like not that long before they pulled up in their whatever and popped out with the blicky.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. What I did see though is that my homie, fucking Sodi. You have to know that fool, bro. He knows you for sure knows you.
Maybe I don't know him by his
West James or something. Real West James.
Yeah, wait.
He's the homie, bro.
Wait, the fool that raps?
Yeah.
From Carlsbad, right? Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
I don't
fucking that's his Instagram name right now. That's his actual name, but like he on Instagram he's going his shit is Sodi Aura. But anyway, besides that, I saw him just post it like he said like rest in peace Pop Smoke, but like he was just like addressing the fact that like like the consensus in rap needs to change, bro. Like just that whole poppin' fools and like talking about killing in general is just like even if you're talking about killing the beat, like it's still adds on to just like a whole factor of, you know, that does like that whole negative connotations, you know? So like, I don't know, it slowly and surely it will change, you know, but like, I think this is definitely like, a lot of these deaths are waking a lot of people up, if that makes sense, you know, like, and then there's a comment under one of Pop Smoke's posts that's like, you know, it said like, I don't know exactly who posted it, but it said like, I hope this changes like, you know, the mindset in the hip hop community and stuff like that. And that's like really what I've been into lately, is just like changing that whole mindset of like, it's cool, you know, like we were talking about before, like it's cool to have that whole warrior mindset, you know, you survive through war and stuff like that, but it only gets so far without it bleeding into the reality of people that don't even really live that life sometimes, you know, like some people are getting like just shot at or like trying to live that life on Instagram and shit, and then they end up getting killed or like, you know, like
for sure,
same shit. So like, and the drug life and all that shit, you know, so.
The craziest part about all that shit is like if you listen to his song with Travis, he's talking about pull up with all this with all these guns, Trey, get that fool. Like in the ad-libs, you hear him telling his homie, get that fool. Like it's a real aggressive music, and I hate to say it, but like that shit. I was hearing Dax talk about this on the No Jumper podcast. Shouts out to Dax, because Dax followed me on motherfucking Instagram and actually responded to my DM and told me that he fucking saw a YouTube video of mine, and that's some crazy shit.
See, I'm telling you, bro. He
has millions of views on YouTube, and he's like out here doing No Jumper interviews and shit. So shouts out to that fool. But I was listening to him. It was like a year ago when that whole Tory Lanez and him beef happened, and he was talking about how when he writes songs, he puts lyrics in there that are going to become real life things and mantras because he's listening to them hundreds of times over and over and over again. And I never thought about it like that. But if you put in your song, oh, I'm going to fucking kill you. Oh, people are trying to get me. Like you're like going and listening to your rough draft like 100 times, singing this shit out loud hundreds of times. Like the universe is going to eventually have to make some shit move to get you what you're saying that you want.
Unless you're literally moving in such a conscious way that like, you're all like, yeah, you know, he would have had to have like been with his back to the wall, knowing that like, or like, you know, knowing that someone was gonna come because of like him saying that, you know, so he already knows someone's gonna pull up, so he's already ready with his guy, you know, like shit like that, like.
But that's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole like, that's what I'm saying,
you have to
bro.
Be ready for what you're asking for.
That's what I'm saying, man. So like,
people don't understand. Let this show you the power of your words. So.
Did you take notes on those last 2 episodes or what?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I did.
Evolution.
Hip Hop Evolution Part 2 of Season 4.
I told you, Kanye West is sick as fuck, huh? Even though he's like, I don't know, he's not sick, but he is sick. I'm like, you gotta give him his props.
You gotta give him his props for the shit that he was able to accomplish. Like the type of person that he was. I'll go to my Kanye notes right now.
We don't have to skip around. I was just saying.
No, I would like to go to my Kanye notes because I did take some Ye notes.
Yay?
Where they at? I'm at T.I., that's Manny Fresh, and Lil Wayne again. I liked how they went even deeper into Lil Wayne's story and shit. There it is, Chicago Kanye West. I thought it was crazy. I didn't know this about him, but I'd always heard him talk about, especially in College Dropout and Late Registration, like how he would be in rooms with producers telling them that he could rap, but they only wanted to hear him talk, like they only wanted to hear him produce. But hearing other people talk about him in the way like, oh, this motherfucker used to stand on top of tables and let you know he was a fucking rapper. Like almost like on some antisocial shit, like not being able to read the room. Like everyone in the room didn't want him to rap. They were like trying to like, all right, bro, like your beats are sick, so we'll like cater to your, like, we'll kind of like feed your ego a little bit. Yeah, you're dope, Kanye. But in reality, they didn't really want to hear him rap. And it took him like so long to be recognized in that way. But that's when we started to see him, is when he finally got recognized.
Exactly, yeah. Way. You never see the come up, bro. You never see it.
He was just in rooms with production, like doing, I knew that he did all those beats on Jay-Z's album, and that's what put him on, because I've seen documentaries on it before, but it was crazy to hear, like, Dame Dash was like, I didn't see him as a rapper because I was hanging out with MCs like Jay and Cam, and, like, Kanye is, like, nowhere, he was, like, saying Kanye was, like, nowhere near as good as Jay-Z and Cameron, so I understood that, but Kanye's also really different. Kanye's not a street dude. Like, he's not from the street. He's making music that people can get fly to, but it's not gangsta music. And he really enabled everyone that's doing that lane today to be able to do that. Because J. Cole wouldn't be on without Kanye. Drake wouldn't be on without Kanye.
That certain style of, like, keeping boom bap like not even, I hate to say boom bap, you know, like that soul old sample type hip hop alive, you know, like soul jazz influence, you know, fused in with like clever witty lyrics and shit. Exactly. So sick. But yeah, you're right. That is he definitely opened up the avenue for that, because everybody, like, it's either you're a gangster or you make pop music, you know, like that's like in between. You can be a normal dude or like quote unquote normal, you know, you can cater to average people.
Yeah.
And be
that's what he did. Because college dropout, like like knowing that this fool made it and he didn't want to go to school. Like if you listen to College Dropout, like everyone that's coming out of high school could really feel that album. Even if you're not from the era of listening to old school Kanye West, or even if you're like graduating high school right now and you haven't even really heard Kanye West, because motherfuckers are listening to like Lil Skies and Lil TJ and like all these motherfuckers. But if you don't even know songs like 808s or songs off 808s and Heartbreak, which is like later on in his career, or fucking even 2016 shit with Life of Pablo, like motherfuckers don't even know that nowadays. So
that's some clean shit too.
That is.
See, cool. Yeah, it's like he's so innovative with like that is crazy. Like you were even saying that's kind of like a gospel album a little bit, you know, and I can kind of hear that, but it's still
Life
like
of Pablo.
Yeah, but it's still like hip hop
than the Jesus or whatever this new shit
one
came out with.
But it was still hip hop, you know, like it was so weird because it was still Kanye West, you know, like if I bleach your asshole, you know, like it still had all that weird shit in it too, but like it had some you know, like had the choir and shit, yeah. So it was just different shit, man. So I gotta give my big ups to Kanye, no matter what people make, you know, decisions they make in their life, whatever, you know.
I like that correlation they brought, or like that little thing that they were talking about, where he like broke his jaw in a car accident, and that's how he like rapped the first song that people were actually interested in, like through the shit that was holding his jaw together. Did you hear them talking about that? I thought that was crazy. It reminded me of watching Get Rich or Die Trying.
I was literally about to say that
when
shit,
50 Cent got blasted, and then it changed his whole style of rap, because now he was talking with the mouth that was healing from a gunshot wound, and it like changed the entire style and like tone of how he was rapping. But imagine hearing Kanye before that. It might have been a whole different Kanye. And I've always thought that motherfucker's face looked weird as fuck.
Underbite and shit, yeah. Me too. I mean, not like that, but I was like, oh, now I got it when I heard that.
In a bad way.
But like, when I heard that, like, you know, like it clicked in my head, like, oh, that's why that fool's like, you know, yeah, he has that weird underbite thing.
Yeah, for sure. But if we want to jump to the beginning of that whole super producer thing, so we can kind of not chronologically hit it, but just talk about all the producers. They first started talking about Teddy Riley, which he came up with like the New Jack Swing style, where Kool Moe Dee and Big Daddy Kane were like hopping on beats like that, like New Jack Swing. Probably inspiration for that movie too, the movie that they had called New
Jack City.
New Jack City, yeah. That might have been like some of the inspo for titling it that back.
All that probably like is that era, you know, like the New Jack.
Yeah, those beats are so fucking fly. Like the way that the BPM of the beats and the way that they were chopped, but they were still like, it was like before boom bap. Honestly,
that's like the predecessor. 80s. Yeah, or like what is gonna turn into boom bap music, basically.
And they kind of skipped over the boom bap era and went straight into like the late '90s when Pharrell started hitting the scene with his like Asian producer homie, and they started making
the Neptunes fools. Yeah,
they started making all the club beats, and like they threw out some crazy stat. Like there was one point where 60% of all production on the
was
radio
done by the Neptunes. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Well, because it was Britney Spears. Yeah, it was like everybody. Like,
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, exactly.
I never knew that, but that style of music is so recognizable. Like when they were playing all those beats back to back, I was like, oh, I recognize that sound, and that's Pharrell.
And that's why you got to give it up to Pharrell, bro. I've always known that Pharrell was dope, but like, and like, there's always been that thing where he says like, or people say that he can see sounds, you know, like that type of thing, but like, to know that he did zoom, all I want to do is zoom, like that is mind-bending to me, bro. Like, dude, gotta give it up to this guy. Whoa.
Dude, he wrote like a really early 90s song called Rump Shaker that was rapped by Teddy Riley himself.
I think that's the song.
They were playing the song, and I'm like, damn, Pharrell wrote this shit?
That's what, yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Just
he wrote the lyrics.
Dude, yeah, that's That's insane, bro. Like that's like an early 90s song. I didn't even
94.
I was about to say I thought that was almost an 80s song. You know,
like it was coming out of the 80s.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And Teddy Riley was an 80s artist, so he probably wanted something that fit more like that New Jack.
But like, damn, fool. Like, okay, and then like, Pharrell, sheesh.
And then his breakout song with Nori. Like they were playing a song and I heard someone say Noriega, and then I was like, oh shit, that's Nori from Drink Champs on a song called Super Thug.
He said from Drink Champs.
That's how I know Nori. I'm not old enough. Like I know a lot of old OGs in like New York underground hip hop, but like bigger OGs. Not people like Nori got a platinum, you know, he's gone platinum, but he's not no Lord Finesse. He's not a Big L. He's not one of these names or all the way in the West Coast in the underground, like you know who Nori is.
Well, remember that Rick Ross's line in Hustlin'? Noriega, the real Noriega. He owed me 100 favors. Remember that? That was a reference.
Damn. No, I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember Hustlin'? That song? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
I want that one.
Yeah, he put that in that. That's just something I probably have embedded in my brain, you know, just from listening to so much Rick Ross and playing a bunch of Skate. Remember that game? But fucking
and then it was
Pharrell's.
Timbaland.
And like, okay, so
under Pharrell.
I didn't even like Tim. I mean, okay, I can't say I didn't like Timbaland because all my growing up is Nelly Furtado and fucking Timbaland. But like, I never considered him like that much of a super producer like that. You know, I never knew how much of an impact and like he grew up
on the culture
with
bro.
Missy and stuff like that. Like, dang, bro. Like
hearing them talk about the relationship was super dope too. Like they were talking about one another like it had nothing to do with masculine and feminine energy at all.
No, they're just homies.
Everything to do with like, oh, this woman knows like what she's fucking doing and what she wants. She helped me craft my vision and she took me to these heights. Like it was dope to like hear him give up the props to Missy for having that vision and that drive that enabled him to get his shit together. You know, that was really sick and like humbling to hear that from him. And like, dude, that pony visual that they were playing, like all this the music videos that they were showing of Missy from back in the day, those were so futuristic, bro. For the time that shit was coming out, and that shit was ridiculous. Like people are barely starting to do that shit now.
Exactly.
Barely.
Exactly.
It's just crazy.
You really look back on stuff and you're like, damn, like people have really been on stuff. Like you can't put new, like what Ludacris said something like you can't have like a new, you know, no one's doing anything really new. It's kind of just like like an adopted style of like something else, you know. But like to think that I have like an idea for something futuristic. But to like see stuff that people were doing in the 80s and the 90s, you know, like these fools were already doing, like, you know, that was already like a mindset, like, damn. So I can't really think that I'm like ahead of the game, you know. I just have to think that I'm doing what I want to do, you know, and like that it's gonna be either ahead of its time to other people, but in my time, you know, it's like it's where it's supposed to be, you know.
And there might be some onlookers looking like, oh shit, I had that idea like 2 years ago, but now I'm on this shit.
Exactly.
And they might not even be out with that shit yet, because they want to make sure no one else steals that shit. You know, God, style is such a weird thing. It was crazy to hear both Pharrell's homie and Missy and Timbaland all say some real psychedelic similar shit, because that fool was saying how he wanted to make music that made you feel like you were on psychedelic drugs.
No, that's
without being on drugs. And then
drugs,
Missy said that she went Timbaland said that they went into their minds deep to find their sound. And like, what does that mean, bro? Like, you're just gonna are you meditating or are you going into your mind deep to find your sound?
But
like,
hey, it
was cool to hear him speak on it like that. But next would be J-Dilla.
Legendary, man. Legendary, dude.
I had no idea that Detroit had such a history of like disco and techno music. They were talking about that a lot in the
I think that it's interesting to hear that that's what spawned this type of music, you know? Yeah. So like you can't even I hate when people like I don't even know how to put this, but like, you know, they'll be like, oh no, I don't listen to old school hip hop, like, you know, like that new school stuff is like, you know, kind of like too much, or like the sounds are just kind of like or like older people can't understand like the newer sound, you know, like if that makes sense, because like I know I definitely don't like relate to a lot of like the newer stuff, so I know that older people definitely can't even relate to like old school old school hip hop, but like to that influence from like old techno music, and then again that gets influenced back into newer trap music and stuff like that, you know? Like, so it's just...
Well, I think the thing that most older people, not old school hip hop heads, but like older people, like people that grew up with all acoustic sounds and everything recording analog and cutting tape and all that shit, they could probably feel Dilla because Dilla didn't quantize.
Exactly.
And I thought that was crazy because I've heard Dilla beats, but I never really understood what I was listening to in the sense that like this man never hit 1/16 of a beat quantized, 1/32 of a beat quantized. He literally like he would play like a live band would play with each other, and like however the beat would come out, he would leave it like that so that it would have a nuance to it. It wouldn't have like a robotic cadence to it, and the rapper on that would have to like shift their rapping style from being cut to like, you know, the downbeat or whatever, and the beat would literally switch up and change BPM, and the rapper would have to fit that. I thought that was crazy. I never even knew that about J-Dilla.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that, but for them to go into detail where they talk about how like you said, it's like he used it as an instrument, you know, like the MPC, he basically just like played that shit and like, I don't know, like if he kept his fuck ups or whatever, because they probably made the music better, you know, but like for the most part, like.
Or he was just so, he was close enough that not too many milliseconds this way or that way, that the imperfection created like a live sound.
Yeah.
You know, instead of a robotic like.
And that's what, so a lot of rappers would be like, damn, like this is it right here, you know? Like so many people wanted J Dilla beats at that time.
They said that he was your favorite producer's favorite producer.
Yeah.
A Michelin star.
That shit was crazy. The Far Side, and then like the Q-Tip and Busta Rhymes, like all talking about how
competing for the beats. And
that's
shit.
What I'm saying. Yeah, because they were like, "Who making these beats? Like, wait, what are you? J Dilla like on his MPC? Like, what?"
These motherfuckers are used to like people coming in, recording drums, recording live instruments, and this motherfucker's just chopping shit up on the MPC.
Perfect.
Crazy. So we already talked about Ye. I think that ends the super producer episode, right? Oh, the end of the super producer episode, they were saying that these hip hop auteurs were like the first big rapper producers that weren't limited by the stigma of being a rapper producer.
Yeah,
because,
so
like,
yeah,
people like Diddy, that's a stigma of being like a rapper producer. Diddy was never like fucking huge as a rapper because he had that stigma of, oh, he's producing all these other people and he's a rapper, but like, you know, his music never. I mean, his music definitely did big things, like, but it wasn't like.
No, it's not a Pharrell or a Kanye. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He wasn't the star. Well, like he kind of is in his own light, but like, yeah, I get you. Yeah, he wasn't the main attraction.
Yeah.
He's putting together the main attraction, getting more of the money than the main attraction, but he's not.
He's smart as fuck, business savvy. Like he's got that shit, and he's
dumb smart.
He's a super producer for sure, but he's not a producer rapper that like broke out of that stigma. But then the street dreams, you want to lead more on the street dreams when they started talking about like Kid Capri and then how 50 Cent changed the game and all that. I have notes if you need to.
Okay, so that's what. Okay, yeah. So that was 50 Cent. All right. So when 50 Cent, this is what do you say? Mixtapes. So I don't really know too much about Kid Capri, to be completely honest.
It was more about what he was saying about 50.
Okay, yeah, that was just him talking about 50, right? Yeah. Okay, so 50 Cent, dude. So yeah, Canal. Like they were talking about Canal Street. So like before this digital age that we now live in, you know, everything streams now. It was fucking just mixtapes. So. And mixtapes before weren't even artists putting together their rap music. You know, it was mixtapes of other artists, or like a DJ would put together a bunch of different songs from different artists and make a mixtape, so quote unquote, you know, and then they'd sell that as like an album almost, or like, you know, street music or whatever. But 50 Cent comes along and just starts selling his music as like just straight mixtape. So he'd have like a whole, I don't know, who knows, like 5, 6, maybe 9 songs or whatever. It would just be him, you know, like going on other people's beats, basically. From what I heard, right? That's what.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So fucking that put him like. So I think what happened is Kid Capri the one that was selling his mixtapes, or who?
Nah, Kid Capri was just talking about how like before the whole 50 Cent thing, before that version of the mixtape era came on, the DJs and the labels had a relationship where they, like, yes, it was illegal to make mixtapes, but because it was going back to promoting the shit that the labels were doing,
exactly.
They had like
an understanding or something, yeah.
But
which was illegal or it was weird, but yeah, it worked out. But
50 Cent started like the beginning of the end for that relationship.
super hardcore, huh?
Yeah, but it didn't end with him, but he
started it, yeah, because they started noticing, you know, like how much how much profits and everything was, like, traffic was literally going straight to 50 Cent. And
exactly. And he was saying whatever he wanted to say about anyone on the tracks too. Like he dissed Big Pun.
Big Pun, yeah, that was a crazy one. Fucking Fat Joe was even saying like, man, like I didn't want to respect him because he was dissing my man Pun, but they're homies now for sure. So, yeah. What's up?
No, nothing. I was just gonna say the DJs before 50 Cent were only blending like other people's music together, or breaking new songs with older songs on their tapes, and then all of a sudden mixtapes, like you were saying, are just like one artist with their shit.
Yeah, it's pretty much taking beats, and that's another thing. Remember what I was saying? Like he was taking beats, quote unquote, but like labels where I already had that understanding, so it was kind of cool. But then, like you said, it fucking started at the beginning of the end, because now it's like,
now it's
wait,
popular.
can we let him have these beats? You know, now we're in this day where you took a beat off YouTube that you paid for, and you're getting copyrighted for it. You know, it's like, damn, we literally just watched the beginning of, where it is now.
All this shit of streaming, because that, like, this version of mixtapes was like the baby of the streaming era.
Exactly, like right before.
It was like the zygote, or like the fetus that birthed the streaming era, the era of streamers.
So then, what we go into there?
So M started fucking with 50 based.
Oh, that's when it goes into Eminem. Okay,
yeah, based on the mixtapes, and then he got with M and J, and then the reason why it was the beginning of the end was because 50 was breaking all these like album cuts like in the club and PIMP, and he was having all this mainstream success. And then he was still going underground and dropping mixtapes and making money on them. So this model became the new thing that rappers started to do. And before it all blew up at the pinnacle with DJ Drama and all that shit that happened later on.
Yeah, that happens with Wayne, yeah.
Then T.I. saw what 50 was doing, and he started doing it. And he actually got passed on by L.A. Reid at Atlantic, because he said, hey, I'll give you $1 million, or give me $1 million and you can have my album. And L.A. Reid, or let me go. And L.A. Reid's like, I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to let you go. And then my bad. L.A. Reid was not with Atlantic. He was with the other label. And then Atlantic actually gave him a $2 million deal after, based on the fucking buzz he was able to build up
by himself, right? Yeah. Well, no, I thought it was that, what's his name? L.A. Reid didn't want to do anything with T.I.'s music because it was like too street or some shit.
I think they were, like, in this conversation, they were finally about to give him...
Oh, okay, this is after, okay,
they were giving him what he wanted because he finally built the buzz up.
Yeah, exactly. They came back to him like, oh, what's up?
He asked for $1 million, and they didn't want to give it to him, so they let him go, and they ended up getting $2 million.
$2 million, exactly, which is, like, super fucking motivational if you think about it, like... And that's where, that's cool. Like, TIP talks about street shit. He's really from the trap, Like, he pretty much like what they were saying, invented trap music, Like, that's debatable between, anybody could debate that with, like, whatever. But he definitely is a pioneer, for sure. You can't doubt that. So...
Other people were from the trap making music, but he was the first one to make
trap music. Exactly. So it's just... And, like, so that's cool, But, like I said, to copy that exact, I don't know, like... copy and paste that type of music, when you don't live the life, and then you get popped because of that, some crazy shit. Like, it's just a difference. Like, T.I.'s still alive, bro. You feel me? Like,
he almost was in plenty of bad situations.
He's been in a lot of he's been caught up with a lot of guns and huge guns. Like,
yes, and now he's rolling the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
Making money the business way.
Exactly. See, it all comes with it,
But so the T.I. shit happened, and then Wayne, who was already buzzing in like the early 90s and the beginning of the 2000s, like he took what 50 and T.I. did and then turned it into like a whole nother world.
Because, okay, so Wayne was, like he said, he was popping, but not like there wasn't really anything going for the Hot Boys. Like, that was really what was going on. Like, he was with the Hot Boys, but like they weren't really doing anything. So, and he was like, I can rap, like I got bars. Like, I feel like this pop, or like the way I blew up isn't giving me the opportunity to show them what I actually got, So then when he linked up with Drama, they started just making dumb songs after dumb songs, bro.
That's where dedications took off.
Dude, the dedications, all that, the droughts, bro, those things, that's my childhood right there, bro. But
the Don Cannon song they were saying that was the one that really turned his mixtape career from like, all right, this fool's making mixtapes to, damn, did you get Wayne's new mixtape?
What was it like? Do you have the numbers on here? 6, damn. I think I had it on my.
This is for T.I.
Oh, okay.
What you're looking at, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm talking about Wayne, but he made like I don't know how many mixtapes, 77 songs. No,
he did 77 songs in a year via mixtapes.
So that's
a lot of projects,
especially for someone of his caliber. Like it's easier for us to put out 77 songs, and like them not do anything, but you're getting millions of streams
and
or whatever.
A year, though,
that's
like that could be like 12 projects. 12 small projects.
Exactly.
Or 7 large projects.
Yeah, it was probably more like that. But but yeah, just the fact that he was able to explore his rapping and like people were like, damn, I've never even heard half of these flows, especially from Lil Wayne, because they're used to like bling bling every time you hear me, bling, like, it's like really popping, like really repetitive type stuff. Mm-hmm. So for him to go into like actually you hear songs like I Feel Like Dying, like, where he gets like real deep into his consciousness and stuff like that. It's mixtapes were definitely a pinnacle of this era, dude. That shit's crazy. And then that whole thing where they got caught up. Huh?
That's where it all peaked off.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, the feds were looking at mixtapes like they were looking at people pirating movies, and that's like a racketeering charge.
Hey, dude.
So they got hit with racketeering.
Which is crazy, bro.
50,000 fake CDs. They're calling the mixtapes with real music. Fake CDs confiscated. And then that's when they started, like, Canal Street. Like, all these places, they start going in with undercover officers and, like, asking them if you can prove the origin of these tapes. And if you couldn't, they would arrest you.
That's crazy. So, like, I think it's wild, though, because, like, this full drama and, like, who was the other fool that was with him?
Don Cannon.
Yeah. So those fools like didn't think anything of, like they're not thinking they're about to get raided. Like a drug dealer knows that they can potentially get raided at any time. Like they're living in a huge mansion, whatever, But like these fools think they're just, they're making music. DJs. Yeah, exactly. They're chilling in their house. Yeah, and then all of a sudden the feds are just like, damn, son,
it's like, raided, bro. You're like sitting there like selling music and.
Here's my question: what are the feds doing with 50,000 Lil Wayne tapes, dog?
Trying to burn them like Nazis burned books in the Holocaust.
Reselling them and shit? Or they're just sitting in some files, just 50,000 Lil Wayne mixtapes? Like, that's beyond me, bro. That's crazy.
But that's this mixtape version in the outer world. They could control it in the outer world, but then the internet just took it like to a whole new place with live mixtapes, DatPiff, LimeWire.
I was gonna say, remember LimeWire and shit, dude?
You couldn't stop it once it hit them. And that's when it really became a problem for the labels, because people burning CDs and selling them on the street, like people would still have to go to iTunes to buy the song digitally. People would still have to, if they really wanted the quality version of the records, they would still have to go and buy it. Now you have the high quality MP3 for download on LimeWire. You have it on DatPiff. You have it on live mixtapes. You have people jacking for beats and selling shit over other people's production on all these platforms too. And how do you regulate the internet? Remember, people used to go to jail for having fucking LimeWire downloaded thousands of songs on their shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy, bro. Now YouTube MP3 isn't even a thing anymore.
Bro, and then, so that's what Soulja Boy did, was label his shit 50 Cent in the club, but it was Soulja Boy tell him, Superman, when you actually downloaded it, damn, son. There's a finesse to everything, you guys. Come on now. Like, this is textbook, bro. Like, we're watching, like, it's so easy to just finesse something and get what you need out of it. Like, we literally just watched it all happen. We watched the mixtape game turn into the streaming era, like right in front of our eyes. Like
the whole time the industry was tripping, they didn't know how they were about to get their money back. And like artists are actually the ones that came up off of this whole shit. The labels are tanking. All the labels are tanking. If you're not running your model akin to like what's going on in the world right now, streaming wise, you're tanking. Mm-hmm. If you're still trying to do things the old fashioned way and you're focusing on physicals and like all this other shit, like you're going nowhere in 2020, and it's sad because like a lot of those people grew up seeing people buy millions of CDs when the artist would drop. Like,
but you know what that will do? That will open up a avenue for small business CD manufacturing, like that type of shit. Yeah,
it'll all recycle back.
Exactly. Like just how film. Like Patrick does really well off of film because he's the only one that
doing it.
Feel me?
Does Patrick make like an entire living off that shit?
Yeah, that's all he does is cameras.
That is so sick,
that's what I'm saying,
shout
bro.
out Pito.
Yeah, shout out Pito.
Shout out, you're a young legend.
So like all that stuff is just like analog music, you know, that's going to be like a thing where once everything's digital, the only person with an analog machine is going to be the person that everyone goes to get the analog sounding music.
Someone with a tape machine that still knows how to do that shit. It'd be like $100 a fucking minute. $100 a minute. You better come with your shit memorized so you can record that shit in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
You're paying $1,000 for that 10 minutes.
So yeah, it'll all come around. But yeah, the fact that we're in the streaming era right now and we're literally watching the effects of it, or we're literally feeling the effects of it to this day, literally this hour.
That shit that you found, that music promo website, that is a testament to like what the streaming era can provide once people figure these formulas out and figure out how this shit all works, bro. Because honestly, those people that are like running like playlists, like the people that invented playlisting, bro. Because streaming was one thing, but once like people had a solid playlist that they trusted for all their music listening needs, and now they go to the Rap Caviar playlist and just hit shuffle at their job, and like all day that shit's getting played over and like whoever invented that is a genius.
Genius, bro. It's like, let me take Pandora and let me get the specific songs that people like, you know, and then
put it in a playlist, bro.
Jeez.
People made Spotify are genius. People that made Apple Music are genius. And what I like that's different about the two platforms is Spotify is more user-friendly in terms of like queuing songs and not having to pay attention. But if you want to like look at shit and read descriptions and read lyrics and find explicit and non-explicit versions of songs, Apple Music is the way to go.
Exactly. I feel like Spotify almost took more of a SoundCloud route, like a little bit, you know, while Apple Music is still going to be like that iTunes professional. Official. Like, yeah, exactly. You have it on your fucking iPhone, like. But yeah.
Damn, that fucking Hip Hop Evolution series was crazy. We recommend all of you to go watch that shit.
Please go watch that, bro. I know that you'll even, you know, if you don't even like hip hop, you'll find some interesting facts just about music and life in general. It's crazy.
And if you do like hip hop, you'll learn a lot about the reasons why hip hop is at where it's at
exactly.
right now.
Exactly.
And the legends that like did it to make it where it's at right now.
Which you never really consider legends. You know, I don't know where everyone's at, but you know, like I never consider like a lot of these people that impactful. Like, of course, like 50 Cent is 50 Cent, you know, but like for him to be the fool that started mixtapes, bro, like that 50 Cent actually started the mixtape game. That's pretty innovative, I would say. So I would give a big ups to him. Give big ups to Pharrell, Kanye, Wayne. Exactly, bro. Well, I mean, big ups to Wayne always. You want to close this out? What are you thinking?
My closing thoughts are Birdman actually just sat down with Everyday Struggle and did an interview about his...
Really recently or what?
Yeah, today.
Okay, damn.
About his upcoming documentary about the life of Cash, like the Cash Money come up from the very beginning with Hot Boys and all that shit to YMCMB and all that, and listening to him talk and like having this stuff fresh in my mind from just having watched it. It's like putting me in this whole mental space, listening to Birdman talk about like how he did this shit, because he honestly is in a good state of mind. So go watch this Hip Hop Evolution shit. Go watch that Everyday Struggle episode with Birdman.
Subscribe if you haven't.
Subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully I get my rights to my fucking song.
I'm not even going to be hopeful. It's just going to be...
I'm going to get get the rights back to the fucking song that I worked so hard on. Don't understand much.
Understand. When coming out. I don't know. My date was supposed to be the 14th, but I don't know. I don't want to drop it tomorrow because you're going to drop that video. So I'm going to figure it out. Probably within this week.
Either like next week or the week after, because then you'll have a whole 2 weeks before the cold ones. Oh, I haven't even announced that. Right. I'm not announcing that right now.
Dude, no one is ready. I won't even.
But
Hindsight 2020.
Hindsight 2020. You want to do the outro of that shit?
Think about your year. Think about your month. Think about your week. And think about your hour. This past hour has been great with you guys. We love you and don't regret it.
Don't regret that shit. Later, y'all.